it's a 2.4 mile swim, 112 miles on a bike, and then 26.2 mile run, like back to back. Okay,
full marathon.
So that's a full Ironman triathlon. Okay, so a half is what I attempted to do, and I
So
got
that's a
through the
little
swim.
over 1 mile
Yeah,
of
it's like,
swim.
right, and then
56 miles on a bicycle and 13.
Yeah, and I actually got through the swim, which I was really happy about because that was kind of what I was most anxious. But then I got onto the bike, and I got about 30 miles in, and I ran out of water, and it was really, really hot, and I had a constant headwind. And I ended up with
what's a headwind?
A headwind was just like when it's coming at you like
You're
this.
riding into the wind.
Yeah,
Sailing
yeah.
your ship into
It was.
A tailwind is one that pushes you.
Well, I thought it was like a head cold, like you.
And so I ended up actually with the sweepers right behind me and a cop car and everything. And I'm like, ugh.
Did you tell them, sweepers, no sweeping?
And I just kind of like quit at that point. I was like, yeah, I'm done. I had no water. My water, I'd frozen it in the camelback and it wasn't melting fast enough.
Do they have like a wagon where they pick up stragglers?
They did, yeah.
That's the
I actually
sweeper.
got, yeah,
Okay,
that's
I'm
a
sorry.
sweeper, yeah. It actually got picked up by
I thought the sweeper was the guy picking up all of the cups you guys just throw away.
No,
Yeah,
that's the person that comes along, and if you're going too slow to where they know you're not going to finish in a certain time,
Yeah.
then they will just say,
Yeah.
all right, you're done.
Yeah, well, I kind of finished myself. I'm like, yeah, I'm done. But hey,
So what
I made it through
happens-
the swim, and I was really happy about that.
What happens if somebody's chain breaks during the bicycle run? Do they have to like sit there and work on
You
it
have to fix it,
themselves?
yeah. I mean, it's like anything that goes wrong. I mean, you basically have to be prepared to fix it if you want to finish the race.
So you've got to pretty much like have a toolkit on
Yeah,
you.
yeah. So,
We have the technology.
We do.
so anyway,
So as far as PorcFest goes,
Yes.
let's get back on topic. Are you
yeah.
coming back?
Absolutely, yeah, definitely. This is my first one. I was hoping I would get a V on my head like Rocky Horror, but I didn't.
Get on.
A
What?
V, you know,
I see
Rocky
you
Horror
shiver
Picture Show. When
with
No, I don't.
if you go for the first time to the theater, you get a V on your head for virgin.
I
Ooh,
Yeah.
have no clue what
like a
you're
scarlet
talking
letter?
about. I
Yeah.
am aware that there's a movie called The Rocky Horror
Okay,
Picture Show, and
yeah.
I'm aware that some people, ritualistically
Yeah.
go and watch it
Right,
on a certain
yeah.
day of the year, and
It's
they
fun.
wear
Well,
weird costumes.
This is all you need to know about this.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
That's it, that's all you need to know.
So is it like Buzz's Big Gay Dance Party
It's gay.
in
A little
a
bit,
movie
yeah,
theater?
Yeah.
How the hell do you get gayer
Hey, but it's
than
gothier,
Buzz's?
Gothier, yeah.
So it's Buzz's
Gay
Big
goth.
Goth Gay Dance Party
Yeah.
movie
And
time.
people run around like with their underwear on. So.
They're running?
Like lunatics.
There's no running by the pool.
This is a movie theater.
So back in the day, and I'm assuming they still do it in some theaters,
yeah.
they would have like live participants.
Uh-huh, yeah.
While the show was playing, they'd come running down the aisles and with palms and
Yeah.
outfits and the whole nine, and they
Yeah.
would they would do the songs.
You just have to experience
Yeah,
it.
it's one of those
Yeah.
things.
No, I'm fairly certain that I'm good.
Okay. Yeah, so PorcFest has been awesome. I mean, it's again, it's my first one, and I'm about a year and a half into the movement, and it feels like home to me.
Can't get enough of it.
I know, absolutely, and I can't wait to come back.
So earlier in the week, I went out with Mark Edge from Free Talk Live, and we were doing man on the street interviews for the camera crew who has been filming most of the events down in the pavilion, the Bit Tent, the Shaolin Zombie Tent, and then there's another one that I forget the name of.
Were you allowed an elitist tent?
The VIP tent?
The VIP tent?
Yeah, I've got the right color bracelet to go in the VIP tent. But so we were doing man on the street stuff, and one of the questions that Mark came up with was, what is your PorcFest confession?
Oh.
And this was on Wednesday, so a lot of people had not had time to have a PorcFest confession moment, but we're on pretty much the last day of PorcFest. There's still a couple of events tomorrow, but for the most part, we're in the home stretch. The ninth inning, if you will. So what is your PorcFest confession?
I think I've pretty much behaved myself. Like I don't drink alcohol, so I don't.
Inconceivable.
I know. Sorry, people. I do other things. I don't get.
You
no,
were keeping
well, nothing
you were
like that.
keeping your fellow in line. He was pulling all the stunts.
Yeah,
so, I
he
mean,
definitely was.
you're like
Yeah,
the
for sure.
peacekeeper.
Yeah, I do things that make me a little mellow. So
What did you think of the guy running around with the loincloth?
I thought that was interesting. Yeah, I mean,
Did you see him bend over to pet his dog?
No, I did not see that. I hate that I missed that. Dang.
Apparently, there were things just dangling
Just
when he
dangling.
bent over to pet his dog.
Is that
Because
in
a
the window, or
loincloth
is that-
doesn't cover that much. And he didn't have anything up under to cover. And yeah, somebody was taking a picture of Jeffrey Tucker, and this guy was bent over petting his dog in like halfway in
When you say
between.
petting his dog,
He actually had a dog, a very well-behaved dog, something that you would not know anything about, and he
Stupid
bent
dog.
down to pet the dog. His dog didn't run over and try knocking over cameras,
like that
and
one.
as I say that, he damn near knocked over a camera.
And you could see his junk. Is that what you're trying to say?
That's what I heard. I didn't see it, but apparently some guy has a picture of, loincloth guy's junk because he was trying to take a picture of Jeffrey Tucker, and this guy bent over in front of the camera.
Oh, crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I feel like I'm kind of a weird person,
We all are.
and I really like.
Welcome to being a libertarian.
I know, it's kind of like, and I feel like I have found my people, like, oh yes, the tribe.
Cool.
Yeah. I don't like.
Don't throw that word out.
Okay, sorry.
I think a cult probably has too many rules for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
definitely.
1, drink the Kool-Aid. Wait, no. 1, make the Kool-Aid. Rule 2, poison the Kool-Aid. 3, everybody drink the Kool-Aid.
Yeah, I'm not
We'd
drinking.
be like, I don't want Kool-Aid. Give me vodka.
Yeah, because I have my own ideas. I don't even really like to label myself, but just to avoid a long description of where I stand, I just typically say about voluntarist. Because anarchy scares people.
Yeah, I get in trouble for saying that.
Anarchy?
Yeah. People
Anarchy.
don't know what it means.
And then some people hear the word libertarian and they think, oh, you mean like Glenn Beck and Sarah Palin.
Or Bill Maher.
Oh my God.
Rand Paul, you're
Bill
one of those.
Maher?
You're one of those people like Rand Paul, right?
Uh,
Oh yeah, Bill Maher claims to be a libertarian,
okay.
but yet he advocates for
He's
gun
a statist
control
and a half.
and government-run healthcare and a bunch of other things that are not at all libertarian. But he claims the label for himself. And I've heard some people, the ones that prefer the big tent of libertarianism,
Right.
to where, like everybody but Adolf Hitler and Stalin and Barack Obama are libertarians.
If you call yourself a libertarian, you are.
Everyone has a little.
Yeah.
If you want to decrease the federal budget by 1 penny, you're a libertarian. And no, that doesn't make you a libertarian. That just makes you like,
Yeah, look up the definition.
somebody that
before you
wants
call
to
yourself
lower the
that.
federal budget by a penny.
Mhm.
And I heard somebody earlier today, they used the term minimal statist to describe minarchist. And it was really interesting, the context in which they were doing it, because it was in the legislative panel where they were talking about some of the legislative successes and how there are people in the New Hampshire State House who openly claim to be voluntarist or anarchist. And so the person asking the question said, so what's it like, being an anarchist or voluntarist, working with some of the minimal statists that also want to lower government? And I just thought that the term was so funny and everybody got a laugh. Minimal statist.
I think it's easier to say than minarchist.
I don't know.
Maybe.
It's
Maybe
equally
easier.
as confusing because people are going to be like, what? Because already people are like, what's a minarchist?
Yeah.
What, you mean like the Minotaur that's half man, half bull or whatever? Like, we don't have
I hate
Minotaurs
government.
around here. Why don't Minotaurs like taxes? The Minotaur, that's who will build the roads, the Minotaurs.
Hey,
They will build the
You
roads.
know how big this event is? This event is so big that I
large.
have only seen you 3 times the whole time I've been here. And one of those times was on this studio doing Free Talk Live.
And I'm guessing all 3 of those times I was not wearing shoes.
I don't remember that part, but I know that you saw my dog and like.
Oh, your dog ran into me while I was talking to Gigi Bowman and some other people.
No, I kind of threw him into you.
And yeah, then I made some threats about the dog, and everybody was like, "What is wrong with you?" I was like, "I've got a history with that dog. Like, you don't know the things that that dog does to me."
Look at that dog.
He looks
Look at that dog. He's
so
precious.
sweet.
He's just laying there.
Somebody just gave him a Vicodin 2 minutes ago when he's asleep.
So yes, very huge event. I'm gonna have to say that I think it's gotten maybe a little too big.
Okay.
I think we need a porque. I think we need a big, or not a big one, but
Spanish for why.
just a nice schism. Maybe the Cantwellians and the elitists. We can split our ways and we can like do 2 PorcFests.
So which one would I be welcome at?
You gotta choose one or the other. It's a 2-party system. Go with it.
I'll start my own pork fest with blackjack and hookers. Forget the pork fest and the blackjack.
Hookers, my friend.
I just screw the whole damn thing.
No, but I mean, seriously, I don't know. I don't.
Throw out anybody.
No, no one wants that. I know it's just so big, so many people. You know, I haven't seen you but 3 times. I guess that's a good thing because I don't want to see you unless we're working, because you know we get tired of each other.
Yeah.
But it's just, oh man, it's just,
I've been making money, dude. Making money.
oh well, that's good.
Sold completely out of the stock of books that I brought.
I didn't bring my taxi cab golf cart. Would anyone actually pay for a golf cart ride?
If you're in the live audience here, would you pay for a golf cart ride to get you up one of these hills?
Or back to your campsite? No, no, yes.
Yes.
All right.
There was somebody a few years ago that they were doing free taxi rides in a golf cart and only asking for donations.
And that obviously that didn't work because he's not here this year.
I
The golf cart's
forget
got destroyed.
why he is not back, but there was something, I don't think it